Okay, so let's go over how to use Allmoxy and the reports in Allmoxy to schedule out your jobs. Now, you're probably going to have one or a couple people that are sort of, their job is to verify orders that come in, whether that be an office person or, the shop manager or foreman or whatever. So this is one way that we recommend doing it, that we know some of our bigger shops like to use this method as well. So I'm going to open my orders in one window here. And I'm going to filter by only ordered status because these are jobs that have yet to be verified and it's my job to go verify them. And then I'm going to open the projection report in another window here where you can get to the projection report by going to Reports, Managerial, and Projection. I'm going to filter by the range of dates I want to see. Now, side note, it is 2019 when I'm recording this, but this is our demo site, which constantly resets itself back to a certain state so that we can allow users like yourself to come and play with the demo site and make changes, and then it will just reset itself so it doesn't break anything. So demo site currently resets all the way back to 2017. I'm going to choose which production line I want. You don't have to, you could choose all of them, but this ideally, you would have a fronts or door line and a cabinet line so that you can separate them out if you want to. I'm going to also choose ordered, verified, and in progress for my filtering purposes here because I want to see everything in the pipeline. It's up to you if you want to change this up a little bit, or maybe you don't want to see ordered status because even though you have a bunch of ordered stuff with a projected ship date, maybe you don't want to see them on this report. I do. Okay, so I'm going to come over here and let's say I need to verify this order. I'm going to open it up, make sure everything's okay, no validations I need to check into or change. Now, there's a default ship date. Well, I think of the word. Anyway, and then you can also allow your customers to request a ship date. So either way, you're going to have a date that's right here that's sort of the projected ship date. So let's go to April 29th on my projection report here. So I'm going to have to scroll down a bit. So if the 29th is the day that my customer wants their job, I want to look at the 29th and see if that's reasonable for us. So 28th. Oh, look at this. The 29th, I only have 2 items on line 1, my cabinet line. So I'm going to go ahead and verify this order because this date is fine, everything else is fine. Move it to verified status. Now, once a job is set to verified status, that lets it show up on the work schedule report. This is what your people on the shop floor should be using. This will show everything that's been verified. So it might take a minute to load here, but this is everything that's been verified with you can sort by the date so that your person on the shop floor is going to say, okay, this one needs to be shipped out the soonest, so I'm going to start this job next. And once they hit this start job button, it will move this job number to in progress because they've started it and now it should be showing as in progress status. Back to another side note here. Now this job that you saw me verify, if line 1 on my projection report was my cabinet line, that's great, but I happen to have a drawer front as well on this order. Now that's up to you. I know some of our users will separate their lines, so if they kind of train their customers not to order mix up lines, so not to order cabinets and doors on the same order, or sometimes they'll go, duplicate the order and delete all the cabinets off one and the doors off the other, so that they have 2 separate orders that are only on their own production lines instead of mixing and matching like this. That's kind of a pain, I know. In this case, you could theoretically also check that projection report. You could also go switch to your, pretending I looked at the cabinet line first and I only had 2 items on the 29th, I could also switch that filter and look at my door line or my fronts line and see if I also had room for, the fronts on this order. So